All right, hello everyone. So this is an example of my habits of power. Okay, so what it is here is I start with my morning. My morning ritual is on the first thing. It's an acronym, right? So habit stands for my first one being happiness. So for happiness, what I do is I set up a gratefulness exercise where I think of such things such as I'm grateful for what about myself. I'm grateful for what opportunities that were given to me to further expand myself. I'm grateful for for what that gives a purpose to my life. And I could even be like grateful for things that are outside of my control that allow me to grow as I solve them. I could expand myself into new being. The next acronym I have is the next letter is awareness, A for awareness. This is where I check in with myself by acknowledging how I feel today. Next is belief. This is where I create an affirmation or affirmations to ingrain the beliefs about what I intend to accomplish in a day. So depending on what I need to accomplish, what are the type of affirmations that I need to have? Do I need some specific ones for that specific day? Perhaps, such as like my thoughts are under my control. I choose to be a victor in any circumstances. I am an observer of my thoughts. I am in touch with my feelings and I choose my response. Like stuff like that. That's what I put in. Next is intention. This is the moment where you allow yourself to align with the creative power of your ambitions. Ooh, this is where, look, this is my intent. This is what I want no matter what. I want to be clear about it. So you will ponder on how today is allowing you to get one step closer to your desires. So you got to be really clear on that. You have to have a very clear decisions, such as, how can I make this day incredible? How will I be able to nurture my enlightened self today? Those are things that are very important to me. I know that everything is going to go wrong with Murphy's Law. How am I going to conquer myself today? So how will I grow today? Other ones. My truth. This is where you verbally express your truth to express yourself to people in your life. Say it out loud to yourself and communicate it to people that may be involved in the realization of your intentions of the day. If you have a call with a coach, that'd be great. If you have an accountability partner, great. If you're going to post this on Facebook, on your wall, what you intend to do for the day, great. Anything that just says the truth about what you're going to accomplish, it's like you set it out to the world. Now there's no looking back. You gotta accomplish it now. Okay. So next is silence. This is where I will meditate and I'll choose a style that resonates with me to meditate in the morning. I'll give myself that moment of silence. Next is my midday rituals, such as opportunities, the first one I focus on. This is where I reflect on my accomplishments so far and the challenges that are still waiting for me for the rest of the day. That's my opportunity to do it, to kind of like renew my mind and to evaluate what I set. What does it look like so far? Then it's kind of my insurance. Then it's the food. This is where I have a date with myself with all the foods I do want to have in my system. At least it's one meal a day where I'm putting all the stuff I do want. This is where you really get to protect your investment in this healthy direction that you're taking, such as if you have that powerful meal every day, you have the habit of taking your time to make that meal awesome, you're going to feel so great about it that you'll want to spread that to your other meals. But at least there's one of them that you are always giving yourself exactly what you want, so your body knows on a regular basis how good it could feel like from the food that you give yourself. Tell yourself the truth, right? Next, my evening rituals. Plan. This is where I write in my productivity planner what I intend to create the next day based on what's already scheduled for it. Then next, I observe my behaviors of the day and I see and reflect on how I intend to make the next day a better day. Okay, so I'm always, reviewing my emotions and how I can grow to a better management of them. So that was observe. Next, it's my wins. This is a time where I really get my morale high by expecting to say out loud my wins. What is it that I won today? How did I surpass myself? How did I grow today? How did I stretch myself? How did I come around and got a win after all? This is where your self-motivation comes from, by making it a habit to focus on your wins, because you don't have to set a a habit to think about your failures. That's an automatic system that runs on its own. Okay, so the win mechanism, you got to create that yourself. Next, it's exercise. This is where I exercise for about 10 minutes with stretches, things that prepare me for a meditation practice. So the flexibility of my body and breathing exercise. This is where I would focus more on that because I do have a central part of my day where I would have my real exercise. Okay, usually I do that more in the morning anyways. Then it's read. I would take a time to read, whether it's an audiobook, whether it's guided meditation. Maybe it's something that has to do with what I observed in my day. I better go read in my notes so the next day I could kind of be equipped with what I need to implement for the next day. And it's great to read something that you need for the next day right before going to bed. Awesome time to do it. And then after read, you go to sleep. So those were my rituals. Those were my notes. I'll be upgrading them from one day to another, such as when I plan stuff, I want to plan more specific things that have to do with my finances because that's a highlight for me. And if you notice, I didn't highlight something with exercise at the gym because that's something that's always part of me anyways. So they don't have to be in my set rituals. Set rituals are more stuff that are not part of my habits that I want as a part of my habits. Is basically my dreams that were broken down into steps that have turned into habits that come from a ritual, and then I'm happy because it's actually getting itself done. On that note, take care, and I can't wait to hear what you have to share.